We look at the problem equals the square root of 1 plus divided by 1 minus. We do this to see our starting point. This is the math sentence we need to solve. We identify that the function is square root of. We do this to see how the parts are put together. The rule says we can name the inside part to make it easier. We plan to use equals 1 plus divided by 1 minus so that equals to the power of 1/2. We do this to make the math simpler to work with. Using new letter helps us solve parts one at a time. We define as 1 plus divided by 1 minus. We do this to give the inside part simple name. This is how we set up our substitution rule. We write down the chain rule formula dy divided by dx equals dy divided by do times do divided by dx. We do this to prepare for finding the derivative. The chain rule tells us how to find the derivative of function inside another function. We find dy divided by do by taking the derivative of to the power of 1/2. We do this to find the first part of our chain rule. The power rule says we multiply by the power and then take 1 away from the power. We set up the quotient rule for do divided by dx. We do this to prepare for finding the derivative of fraction. The quotient rule is the math rule used when one expression is divided by another. We find do divided by dx by using the quotient rule formula. We do this to calculate the second part of our chain rule. We follow the rule where we multiply the bottom by the derivative of the top and then subtract the top times the derivative of the bottom. We simplify the top part of our fraction by calculating 1 minus plus 1 plus. We do this to make the expression smaller. Adding these terms together gives us 2. We write do divided by dx as 2 divided by 1 minus squared. We do this to finish finding the second part of our chain rule. This is the result after we simplify the fraction. We prepare to combine the parts using the chain rule. We do this to bring our two pieces together. The chain rule says we must multiply dy divided by do and do divided by dx. We put back into the equation as 1 plus divided by 1 minus. We do this to get our answer in terms of. This is how we finish using the substitution rule. We change the reciprocal of the square root into the square root of 1 minus divided by 1 plus. We do this to make the math easier to combine. Flipping fraction changes its value to its reciprocal. We cancel out the 2 on top and the 2 on bottom. We do this to make the expression cleaner. When we have the same number on the top and bottom, they become 1. We use exponent rules to combine the terms with 1 minus. We do this to simplify the powers in our answer. Subtracting exponents is the rule when we divide terms with the same base. We write the final answer as 1 divided by 1 minus times the square root of 1 minus squared. We do this to show the completed math problem. This is the final result after all steps are done.